Yo, what's going on, guys? Having a little bit of a shakeout this evening. Dropped down to about, I want to say 16, 16.2, 16.25, something like that. But a couple things going on that we need to kind of talk about. First of all, I think that we're seeing a bit of a long squeeze right now, right? We're seeing a lot of the longs get liquidated, just like we saw the shorts over the last couple days kind of get liquidated as well. And we'll balance out. We'll balance out. Another thing that kind of, I think has taken place is we're starting to see today a lot of the legacy media promoting um, Bitcoin and crypto week everywhere. That's all you're seeing, right? So because of that, what's happening is all of the incumbents, so to speak, they're using the opportunity to sell, right? Take profits, because that's what they do, right? They wait for media to start promoting it, retail starts buying it, and they dump. So we're clearing some of that out as well, right? Which again is not that big of a deal, honestly. Um, I'm just going to DCA a little bit. How far down do I think we'll go? I mean, could we see, 112, 113,000? Yeah, we could. I'm not betting on it though. I told you guys to expect a red Monday most likely, and we're seeing that now. So that's not really any surprise to us, right? I did some heavy DCAing today, and if it's red tomorrow, I'll probably continue to do some more DCAing. I don't know if you guys can hear the water dripping, but it rained here today, so drainage is kind of dripping a little bit. But um, so that being said, guys. A little bit of a shakeout. I think it's more of kind of a bear trap. Personally, I think that again, I think we'll finish the week probably green, um, and if not, next week for sure. I told you guys it was going to be for the most part. If we need to zoom out over the next 5 months, going to be up only, right? I think that we're going to see July and August be extremely green, and then September we're going to see that correction. Um, Probably, I wouldn't be shocked to see anywhere between 25 to even as far as 40% correction on Bitcoin, which means altcoins will bleed in September as well, significantly, followed by the blow off top probably in October, November, right? End of November kind of thing, similar to how it kind of played out last cycle. Um, it's kind of a hybrid cycle, like a cross between the 2017 cycle and the 2021 cycle, right? Um, you get people that say, well, every cycle's different. Well, yeah, of course, every cycle's different, but they do take characteristics from past cycles, right? That's why it's kind of happening sort of like both 2017 and 2021 cycles, where it's happening in a shorter amount of time, like it did in 2017, where the blow off top only took a couple of months, right? I think 4 months or something like that. Whereas 2021 cycle, it was elongated and it took like 11 months for the parabolic, well, not really parabolic, but the real final upward leg, anyways. Um, Whereas this time around, and it had a bit of a double top, right? Over that over that course of time, we had the spring pump, and then we had the May and June dump, followed by July, August, September, all the way up until November, right? It dragged out for like 11 months. Whereas, so the characteristics we're taking this cycle seems to be that we're still having sort of a double top where it's playing out. July and August are going to be big, followed by a September dump, and then uh, the second top peak, the blow off top, the higher top, probably October, November, right? And but that's only happening in a 5 month span instead of an 11-month span. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of taking characteristics from both cycles, right? And it could be due to a couple of things. It could be due to tariffs and rates being higher for longer, and all that kind of garbage. But everything obviously plays a factor. But for now, what do? We sit back, we wait, and we DCA. I told you guys before. This is guys. This is the exciting part. I was talking on the Patreon last night, just telling everybody, like, congratulations for sticking this out, guys. For all of the, and the thing is, it should be kind of a moment of reflection for most of us because um, over the last, I don't know, 2.5 years, right? It's been, let's be honest, it's been difficult, right? Um, we've had so many dips, so many dumps, so many, blood in the street, red days over the last 2.5 years that um, most of you guys have completely forgotten that they even happened, right? If I was to tell you right now without looking at a chart to tell me one time we had a massive dump over the last 2.5 years, um, that made you feel like maybe altcoin season wasn't coming, or that feeling scared and all that stuff, you probably couldn't give me a date, right? You don't remember. But when you were going through them, though, when they were happening, and I was here with you through all of it, and I was telling you to relax, not to worry, DCA, stay cool, sit on your hands, all that fun stuff, right? um, you did it, right? You stuck it out. You hung in there, and you DCA'd, and you didn't give up. I told you guys for over 2.5 years now that the two primary characteristics that make people successful in this space is patience and consistency. And now you're starting to see that play out, right? You're starting to see the results. For those of you who were patient and were consistent, made a plan, stuck to your plan, no matter what, right? No matter what people were saying, no matter what you were feeling, you put it aside, you sat on your hands, you DCA'd, and now you're just starting to see the beginnings of the rewards of your consistency and patience. And you haven't seen anything yet. I promise you, you have not seen anything yet. Wait till it's like a couple of 100% in your altcoin every single day, right? Every single day for weeks, right? That's going to be fun, right? You think you're sitting around right now and you're looking at your altcoin, whatever it is, Jasmy, ZBEC, XCN, whatever it is, um, and you're like, oh, I hope we get another 300-400% pump, right? Listen, wait till it's happening every day for a couple of weeks. You're getting 200-400%, right? Those of you who've never experienced this before, get your diapers ready, guys, because you're going to poop your pants. I'm telling you, you've never seen anything like this before, right? And I would also say, make sure you take the time to really take it in, right? Don't let the emotions of everything distract you. Don't get caught up in distractions, right? Really sit back and enjoy what's about to happen. I highly, highly recommend you do. And the reason for that is because after it's over, you only got it for a few months. And then after it's over, it's 3.5 more years of red, boring, grueling, FUD, misinformation, fear, right? Arguing, bickering, toxic people. It's what it is for 3.5 years after this next couple months. So take it all in, absorb it all, appreciate it, treat it like, act like a camel, right? Store it, because you're going to need it through the bear market. You're going to need the memory and of how this is going to feel, so that you can stay consistent and not give up in the next bear market when things, guys, listen, 3 years, it's a long time. It's a long time, right? To be holding and DCAing and dealing with emotions and frustrations and fear and FUD and BS and misinformation, right? It's a long time. So enjoy this and get yourself ready for 2028, 2029 cycle. Get yourself ready for the next bear market, because you're going to need patience. You're going to need consistency, especially if this is your first cycle. If you just got here a year and a half, 2 years ago, and this is your first cycle, and you thought it was hard, wait. It gets hard, right? but you got to be strong enough. You got to be emotionless. Not emotionless as in not feel emotions, right? I feel emotions. Everyone feels emotions. What it really comes down to is how you react to those emotions, what your choices are. Do you panic sell or do you DCA, right? And what I would say is this, guys. When we get into the bear market, over on the Patreon, what we're going to be doing is building a portfolio, my portfolio specifically, from scratch, right? So if you are new to crypto and you want to learn how to build a portfolio from the ground up, right from zero all the way to the peak of the next cycle, get over to the Patreon, guys, because we're going to be building my personal portfolio from the bottom up. I felt like it was going to be a fun thing for us to do as a community because there is no greater level of transparency than that, right? Then literally every week we do live streams every day on the Patreon, but maybe we'll do it like once a week because it would get kind of tedious if we did it every day, right? Especially when nothing's really going on. But I'm thinking like once a week, uh, we'll update the portfolio on screen, on camera, on a live, on the Patreon, where you guys are going to be able to see everything I'm doing, everything I'm buying, everything I'm DCAing into, everything I'm selling in real time. You'll get the updates in real time when I'm doing it, and you'll see it happening right on your screen. There is no greater level of transparency than that, and I think that that is going to be the key to a lot of people learning how to do this properly, right? How to build a portfolio from nothing all the way to the peak of the next bull run. And I promise you this much: even by the time you get to the Bitcoin halving, you will have minimum 10x your portfolio, and that's like a year and a half before we. That's like 500 and that's 500 and roughly 15 to 525 days before the peak of the cycle even happens. You will have already 10x your portfolio if you know how to build it properly, guys, right? I'm going to teach you how to do that over on the Patreon. You're going to see mine, and you're going to be able to choose which projects I'm putting in my portfolio that you want to add to yours, and you're going to be able to decide which ones you don't like, right? We'll be breaking down every single project I put into my portfolio. I will tell you why. I will show you what I think about it. I'll break down the tokenomics. I'll break down everything about the project. There is going to be no greater level of transparency in building a portfolio from the ground up than what I am going to be presenting in the next cycle for you guys. So, and that's happening real soon, guys. I already have everything mapped out. So get over to the Patreon, guys. If you're new to crypto, this is going to be the most valuable lesson anyone is going to be able to teach you in this space. How to build a portfolio properly. That is how you're going to get actual generational life-changing wealth for yourself. So check it out today, guys. The link to the Patreon is down in the description. I'll see you guys over there. We do live streams every single day, educational content, technical analysis training, portfolio structure, daily altcoin picks, microcap gems, 8 different chats with thousands of members, and so much more, all for a little more than the price of a Happy Meal, guys, right? So check it out today. Again, the link is down in the description. Also check out the channel sponsor, Decent Biometric Wallet. Not your keys, not your coins, guys. Again, use our link down below in the description for that. Get yourself a fantastic deal. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.